It's my great pleasure to interview Jagmeet Singh, Member Provincial Parliament of the NDP party, for the New Horizons program. I am Arun Trikha, the co-host of this program, which is aired every Monday, 9 to 10 a.m. on CFRU 93.3 FM, which is a campus community radio station in the University of Guelph. You can listen to this program even online by logging on to www.cfru.ca. First of all, good morning, you, sir, Jagmeet Singh ji, and thanks a lot for accepting our invitation at such a short notice.
My pleasure to be here. You're welcome, and hello to all the listeners today.
Thank you very much. And I go with the first question of today's interview.
Sure.
You are one of the speakers at the 34th World Religions Conference, which is going on in this beautiful city of Guelph. Have you ever been to Guelph, sir?
Yes, I've been to Guelph a couple of times, but I haven't been to the RiverRun Center.
Oh, it's a beautiful RiverRun Center. It's a very good auditorium. The building is very good, and you will really love it. So it's going on Sunday, September 28th, right?
Right.
So you are one of the speakers, and I want my listeners to know about from your mouth, because most of the people, they don't have any time to go on the website. We are marketing the World Religions Conference. I attended last year for the first time, and there was a big gathering, thousands of people. There is a big auditorium, and there was really a fun to see that and to know about the world religions. So 8 religions are participating in this. So first of all, your views on World Religions Conference, sir.
I think it's a beautiful idea. I think the more we understand about each other, the more we know about our different beliefs, the closer we'll get to living in a more harmonious, accepting society. So understanding each other is the first step towards accepting each other.
Oh, very good. Very good. And you will be speaking on these types of beliefs and feelings, right?
Yes, I'll be presenting the Sikh perspective. This year's conference, the topic is Pathway to Peace.
Yeah.
And I'll be presenting the Sikh perspective on the Pathway to Peace.
Oh, very good, very good. And I'm very hopeful and quite confident that people will be learning quite about Sikhism, because whenever we talk about India, Punjab, everybody knows that the people from Punjab, they are mostly the Sikhs.
Right.
We have Sikh and Hindus and other religions also. We are living very amicably in Punjab, as well as here in Brampton, Surrey, and these areas. But I want to have your views on Sikhism, because you will be speaking on Sikhism. So your views on Sikhism, sir.
Sure. One of the things that I'll share with you, we know everybody has perhaps seen a Sikh and seen, a turban or the hair, the beard, the kirpan, these articles of faith, but people don't know the deeper philosophy, some of the ideas, the concept of perhaps the universe in the Sikh perspective. What is the Sikh view on equality? What is the Sikh view on women and men's rights? Mm-hmm. These are some of the questions that people don't know about. Mm-hmm. And a little teaser about what we'll talk about is many people talk about the fact that in all major religions we need to respect each other, love each other, mm-hmm. care for one another. These are all beautiful ideas, and I'm so proud that all major religions talk about the importance of caring for your neighbor and caring for your fellow, member of the community. Mm-hmm. But what I want to share is something a little bit more specific, why we believe that we should care for one another. What is the underlying principle of this, and that's what I'll share at the conference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry. And even if those people who have never been to India and don't know anything about Sikhism or Punjabis or anything, at least they know what is Golden Temple.
Yes, it's a very popular
Golden
place.
Temple in Amritsar, as you said, respecting for everybody and respecting for every religion. So Golden Temple, as the name itself says, Hari Mandir Sahib, right?
That's right.
So it covers all the religions. It's not, it doesn't belong to only the Sikhs or a particular religion. it is for everybody. And that is a big embodiment of unification and taking care of all the religions all over the world.
Arunji, you are very educated on the matter. That's one of the big principles. Actually, all gurdwaras have 4 doors.
Yes.
And the 4 doors of the gurdwara are symbolizing the fact that they're open to everybody from the north, the south, the east, and the west.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that the Sikh concept is that all of our places of prayer should be welcoming to everybody, and that's why gurdwaras and langar, which is the food that is
I
served,
was coming to that point, langar.
is vegetarian. The reason why it's vegetarian is if you're a Hindu and you are Vishnu or you're vegetarian, you can eat there. If you're Muslim and you practice halal, then you can eat vegetarian food because vegetarian food is halal.
Mm-hmm.
So we created, as a Sikh principle, a welcoming space for everyone, and that's the idea.
Yes. Another thing which I want to share with you, sir, I am interviewing you and we are talking on phone for the first time. And again, thank you very much for sparing your time for CFRU 93.3 FM. And I have seen your picture online on the media, internet, and whatever.
Yes.
You look like, and you are a very good example of a Sikh.
Oh, thank you.
I see you as if a person doesn't know what a Sikh look like, because the media is very, and the internet, we are living in the internet age.
We are.
And there are so many comments, so many things, and how you are dressed and how you portray as a Sikh, I really applaud your views and the dress.
Oh, thank you so much. I think it's important to make a good first impression, so I try to represent the Sikh spirituality and the Sikh identity as best as I can, so that I can show people that it's an identity that is a positive thing. And sometimes, like you're saying, the media and certain images can sometimes portray things in a negative light, so I try to portray it in a positive light.
And another point which goes in your favor and which has impressed me so much, you have most of all of your education here in Canada.
Yes, all of my education is in Canada.
So in spite of the fact that I don't know you are born in Canada or not, but your education and intermixing with all the people, all the Canadian people here, and even then you have preserved your identity, which is very important for any religion.
Yes, thank you. I think identity is important for all people. Having a strong sense of identity gives you self-confidence, gives you a sense of who you are. And I did my undergraduate at the University of Western Ontario, and then I went to law school at Osgoode Hall Law School. Yeah,
I know. I was doing my homework before. I knew a little bit of that, and I wanted to, we'll interview on that issue for some other time.
Sure.
But right now we are talking about religion because this is World Religion Conference. I was also invited to talk on Hinduism in one of the conferences which happened in Kitchener, and I talked. The same group they called me, so I talked about Hinduism. So basically, I am a scientist and a professor of chemistry.
Oh, wonderful!
So I do research, and when I go on internet, I'm sometimes surprised how internet is projecting. Some of the sites, they are projecting Sikhism or the other religions in some way which is not expected of those sites.
Right.
So once again, I may tell my listeners that I am interviewing right now Jagmeet Singh, member provincial parliament from NDP party, and I'm so thankful that he spared his time, precious time, for our CFRU New Horizons program. Now, sir, this New Horizons program is basically for the senior people.
Yes.
So I would like, because because I also belong to Punjab, and I know Punjab, whether he is an Hindu or whether he is a Sikh, there is a very important content of our family life or the family system, that we respect our seniors to the maximum, whatever we can do that. So your views on how the seniors should be respected and how our family structure is. Most of the people who are listening to us, they don't know how the family structure in Sikhism or in Punjabi family is.
I think you're absolutely right. One of the main principles or founding concepts in our tradition is the importance of our seniors. I think we need to really respect our elders for many reasons. I think one of the reasons is the fact that they've given so much to us. I think that's so important that we give back. We can actually learn so much from our seniors. They have such an experience, such life experiences, things that they've gone through that they can share with us, teach us, and we need to really value and cherish them. And most importantly, if we are talking about respecting our elders, we can't let it remain just idle talk. It can't just be about talk. We have to show our respect by making sure we have services and programs and actual things available that actually protect and celebrate and support our seniors. Because if we just talk about respecting our seniors but we don't have any policies, then it doesn't seem like we really mean it. So that's why I think as a government and as a society, we need to make sure we have policies and programs that protect and support our seniors.
And that is why we have leaders like you.
Oh, thank you.
And I know I have seen some of your videos on YouTube and the others also. We need people like you who can carry on our concerns to the government, even if you are not in the government, but you carry a strong position in the government, to raise the voice. And you have raised it. I know it.
Thank you so much. I try my best to raise my voice as much as possible about all the issues that matter. There's so many different things that come up, so I try my best to make sure.
No, I really applaud you. I really applaud you. You have done a great job in such a very short span of time. Your political life or your political age or political time span is very little, but you have done a marvelous job in bringing awareness to our community, particularly Sikh community, but you are for everybody, not only for the Sikhs, right?
Yeah, of course. For everyone,
you are for everybody.
Yes, that's something that I really believe in. In fact, it's actually a Sikh principle that we have to stand up for everybody. So it's something I believe in personally as well as a Sikh.
Yeah, that's good. And I really appreciate your feelings and your beliefs, what you are carrying on. So there is a very common proverb in Punjab, in our Sikh community or in Punjabi community, that old is gold, right?
Old is gold.
Old is gold. So when we apply this proverb to our seniors, they are the old people. ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਬੁੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਹੈ ਐਟਲੀਸਟ ਇਨ ਦਿਸ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਬੁੜਾ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਬੰਦਾ So that doesn't look nice in this civilized society, right? So we call them as elders, as seniors, or whatever good nomenclature we can use for them. And they are really an asset to our family. They are not a burden on our family. They are not a liability because they have put in years together. And when we are sitting with them, when we are sleeping with them, and that is the main concept of our Punjabi family, that all the three generations are living together, grandparents, parents, and the grandchildren.
Yes, it's a beautiful concept. I think that we need to really look at it for a number of reasons. The extended family or the larger family, having the support network, having the sense of community that you get from that, having the fun times that you can have when everyone's together. It's a very strong family unit. And there's a lot of strength that you can gain from it. I know many people rely on their family for support, and without having an extended family, they say all the time that they wouldn't be as successful. And so I think that we need to, sometimes in society, people look at the extended family and say, oh, it may be the wrong way. I think what we need to do is look at the benefits, and everyone can make their own decision about how they want to live. But in our cultures, in South Asian cultures, the idea of living together, there is a lot of strength, there is a lot of support that can be gained from it, and I think it's definitely something that people should look at.
I want to share with you and my listeners a very brief incident that happened to me when I was driving on the roads of Brampton City and Surrey. I also go to Surrey a number of times. So I was telling my wife, we were driving together, and the persons who were coming from the front side, they were not dressed like Sikhs.
Okay.
They were walking. They were just having a walk on the side road, and they were not dressed like Sikhs.
Okay.
They were clean shaven, but they were not even Browns.
Okay.
It was not possible to identify that they are Indians, they are South Indians, they are Kashmiris, they are anything, or they belong to India or not. But just from one expression, I told my wife that yes, this family belongs to India and especially to Punjab. My observation was, and that carries the weight right now. What you said today, you will very rarely find a Punjabi or a Sikh walking on having a walk just alone. At least you will have your friend with you. At least two people will be there. So Punjabis, the North Indians or the South Indians, Punjabis, they always move in a group.
Right.
A whole family goes together.
Yes, they do.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਇਹ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਾਰਨੇ ਆ, ਭੰਗੜਾ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ, ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਲਚਰਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਦੀ ਟੂਗੈਦਰਨੈਸ.
That's right.
ਕਿੰਨੀ ਕੋਹੈਸਿਵਨੈਸ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ.
There is.
We don't find any Punjabi, at least I don't move outside ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵਾਕ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ, at least my wife is with me. So ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, that gives us a sense of cohesiveness and togetherness. Am I right, sir?
Yes, exactly. It's a beautiful thing. We definitely do that.
ਸੋ ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, ਆਈ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਸੈਲਿਊਟ ਮਾਈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, ਨਾਟ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਏ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ. Even if I am not a Punjabi, I salute my Punjabi community.
Yes.
and their cultures, how they respect. There are always flaws and mistakes and bad things in any culture. But our Punjabi culture is a role model. It's an example of togetherness and unification. As I already told, there are 3 generations most of the time living together.
That's true.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there was some problem with the voice. So, sir, your views on what should be done for the seniors. In some of the cases, I was on internet and I was reading some of the things that people come from India, like senior people, right?
Yes.
And they have to go to berries or collect the berries, pluck the berries, and they have something like a bad impression. ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ, ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ. ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ 8 ਘੰਟੇ ਡਰਾਈਵਿੰਗ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਚ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ, ਅਤੇ 8 ਘੰਟੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਸੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਅਤੇ 10 ਘੰਟੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੋਡੇ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਰੀਜ਼ ਪਲੱਕ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ I don't say ਕਿ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਕੁਛ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. In my view, we should understand when we start our journey from India, right? Where we are going.
Right.
ਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਛੱਡ ਦਈਏ ਕਿ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਆਈ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ concentrate on one thing, the seniors are our assets. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਸ ਨੂੰ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਸੋ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਨ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ,
ਰਾਈਟ?
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. ਸੋ any comments on this, sir, about the seniors?
Yes, I think that we see all too often seniors have put themselves in a position where they have to work very difficult jobs, very difficult manual labor sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think the reality is that after so many years of giving so much to their family, to society, I think we need to do more to provide them with support.
Yes.
And if there was a strong support that we took care of our seniors in terms of some sort of income supplement, they wouldn't need to then resort to this type of hard work that they've already done for their whole life. That's something important to keep in mind, that many of our seniors have dedicated their entire lives of working so hard, given so much to their families and their communities, and then at the least we can do for them is that in their old age, when they're no longer as physically fit, that they shouldn't have to resort to hard physical labor. So I think it is something that is concerning to me. I think a way for us to show that we really believe in respecting our elders, their wisdom, their strength, their commitment, their sacrifice, then we should make sure that they don't have to be forced into a situation where they need to work. Obviously, people have the free choice to do what they will, and if someone wants to work, that's obviously their right. And a senior can work just as much as anyone else can if they choose to. But I think as a society, to protect them, to support them, and to send a clear message that our seniors are valued, we need to make sure that they're supported that way. The last thing I wanted to say about seniors is that when you mentioned the fact that we think of seniors as an asset, as a strength, not as a burden.
Yeah, not as a liability.
Yes, not as a liability. I absolutely agree. If we look at what's going on, though, in Canada with this current Conservative government, they're more and more projecting this viewpoint that seniors are a burden, that elders are someone that's they cost our society, and they don't see the value, they don't see the benefit. And I'm really troubled by that trend. It's becoming more and more difficult to sponsor parents. It's becoming more and more difficult to bring them here as our elders as citizens. There's a trend towards bringing them as a long-term visa holder. But that doesn't actually create a strong society where someone is just a guest or just a temporary resident. We want to make sure people are here as citizens so that they can actually have a voice, they can vote, they can participate in society, and that's what I believe in. And I think I'm really troubled by this trend by the Conservative government to make sure that to make parents seem to be, elders seem to be grandparents seem to be a burden or a liability and not an asset, which is what I believe they are.
Yeah, excellent views. You have expressed your concern and your views. I really appreciate the views which you have given. Excellent views about the Conservative government, though it's not a platform to discuss politics, but still we can think upon why there was the need to increase the retirement age from 65 to 67. That means our seniors who come from whatever country they come, like they will have to.
Here in Canada that were born in Canada.
Yeah, they were born in Canada. so that's the issues which are concerning our seniors.
That's right.
So that is at the government level, and I really appreciate that you are taking up these points. You are raising your voice. You are our voice.
Thank you.
I don't say you can do anything without contacting us or taking our concerns, and all these concerns should rattle in the parliament as well as the provincial level or the federal government, wherever. So it's a need of the hour, and we should take care of our seniors. But another thing, government is at one side, the other is our own efforts, right?
Yeah.
So we should also make some efforts inside our home, inside where we are living. Like we should, our seniors, they should not feel isolated. They should not feel that there is nobody to look after us. We are a burden, and we are like a broken chair or something like that. These types of feelings, they give them a sense of frustration, and from frustration they get so many illnesses. So a healthy senior is a great asset for us, and we should preserve, we should try to. Fauja Singh is an example. our runner Fauja Singh is an example. So why don't we can have all seniors with a picture of Fauja Singh? They should be happy to work, they should be happy to run, they should eat good, they should sleep good. So for that, they need their mental state, one of the other counterparts, that their mind should be good and healthy.
I agree. We should, to make sure people are healthy, this is someone taught me at a health symposium that I went to, that if we make the healthy choice the easier choice, people will choose it. So right now, the healthy choices are harder. If we go into a building, often the elevators are front and center, but the stairway is hidden. So just a small example, but if we want to encourage people to exercise and take the stairs, sometimes the stairs are so hidden and hard to find. It's just.
Oh, I appreciate your observation.
Well, this is something I learned actually at a health symposium put on by the region, and they were talking about even in food choices. If there is fast food everywhere, at every corner.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
easiest and most affordable food to buy, people are more likely to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we had affordable fruits and vegetables that were available and they were at a good price, people would buy that. People just tend to do what is easier to do. So we need to make sure our communities are easy. It's easier to be healthy. So it's making sure that we have walkable communities, so you can walk to maybe the store. We need to make sure that we have communities that are easy to bike ride. I love bike riding, but sometimes people are discouraged because it's difficult. There isn't enough space on the road, or they don't feel like it's safe. And we also need to make sure that there's activities available. So whether it's making sure that there's access to a community center or to the gym or to activities where people who may not have a lot of experience with sports but still want to be physically active, there needs to be fun activities that people of all ages can do that can encourage them to be moving around and being healthy.
Yeah, really. I appreciate your comments about the health also. I have recently released a book which is Salt and Sugar, Our Worst Enemies.
Right.
This is on Amazon. I was writing this book for about a year. So all the data, what should we eat, how much we should eat, how much sugar we should take, how much is good, how much is bad. And there was a movie documentary, Fed Up. This was a documentary which was released about 2 months ago.
Right.
So I have given a reference to that documentary also in my book. So
right.
I also want to, as you are doing your job, and we educationists and academicians, we are doing our job. So the sole purpose is to make this community and make this world a little better than what we, and that is the purpose of this conference where you are coming and delivering your address, World Religion Conference, and that's why Pathway to Peace. So if everybody is healthy, everybody will be in peace, and this world will be very good to live, right?
That's exactly right.
So I think we should end this interview, or if you have any more comments, sir, to make, you are most welcome.
No, thank you so much. I think we've talked about a lot of issues. I also have some more meetings that I have to go to, so it was a great interview, great spending time with you. Look forward to the conference.
Yeah, I will be in the conference, and I will try to meet you there. And
sure,
good luck to your presentation, lecture, whatever. And my best wishes for the success of this conference. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.